Hey Realm team, it's Trenius and you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. How to become oneness with God. Now I need you to listen really close because this is more powerful information. It's going to change your whole mindset. It's going to change your whole life. You're going to be living differently, thinking differently. But change your paradigm for the better, so that you can become more successful, so that you can be more content with yourself, so that you can be more humble, so that you can be more radiant, so you can have that glow about yourself. When you walk in the room, they're gonna say, wow, I don't know, it's something about him. It's something about him, he's just special. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna tell you how to become that. How to become oneness with God. Now listen real close to what I'm about to tell you, because what I'm about to tell you is straight truth, straight inspiration. Okay? First things first, what you have to do in order to become oneness with God. Listen. First things first. You have to separate yourself from the race mind. Now I'm going to tell you all this stuff. You may not get it right away, but on down the line of your journey, you're going to understand exactly what I'm talking about right now. If that's you. If you get what I'm saying right now, that's great. That's wonderful. Take it, put it in your pocket, and run with it. Get to your destiny. You have to separate yourself from the race mind. The race mind is the part of you that thinks like everybody else. Everybody else is a part of the race mind. This is how average people think. The race mind. The race mind is a group of people or a collective consciousness. Say this is a collective consciousness of people right here in this little bubble. This is a collective consciousness of people right here in this bubble. This is the race mind. I'm looking through the race mind. I see all these people, right? You have to separate yourself from this, right? And come down here. Come down here to this bubble, okay? From this, okay? So the race mind up here is the type of people that are swayed by opinions. You know, whatever somebody tells them, that's how they go back and change their self because somebody else said it. Whatever they see going on in the world, in the news, that's how they change and adjust their life based on what they see and what's going on in the world and the news. When they see the stock market going up, or they see the stock market going down, that's what determines how they'll spend their money and how they'll live their day when it comes down to finances. The race mind. Whatever the new trends and the fashion is going on in the world, that's what they go out and buy. The new trends and the latest fashion of what's going on in the world. Whatever new artist has the latest music coming out, oh, that's my favorite artist, I'm gonna be just like them. And I'm gonna follow this artist and idolize this artist because he has a big following and everybody's listening to his music. Oh, whatever the latest movie is that's coming out, we're gonna go watch it. And then when we're finished watching it, we're gonna act as though we are those characters in that movie. This movie had a strong impact on my life, so it means that this movie was for me. And so my life is in accordance to this movie because this movie was an example and representation of my life. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to run with it and I'm going to believe in it. The race mind. The race mind people just go and they're able to be shifted like wheat in a field. To and fro. Whatever the way the wind blows, that's what way they go. Sorry guys. That's what way they go. You understand what I'm saying? This is the race mind. Think about it. It's happening every day when you wake up. Advertisements. You got people trying to sell you stuff, call you on the phone. Scammers. You can buy into the belief systems if you want. Or you can be awakened and just know the truth. You can cut on the morning news and watch all the protest and see all the negative things that the news feeds you every single day. You can buy into it if you want and start talking about it when you get to work in the morning, start thinking about it in the car. It starts rambling in your mind. Oh my God, all this stuff is going on. Oh my God, what am I gonna do? Start get to work and start talking to your co-workers about it. Yeah, you see what's going on there? It ain't right, it ain't right, it ain't right. No, it's not right. It's up to you. The race mind. Now I'm gonna tell you a little bit about being oneness with God. Now, once you separate yourself from the race mind and you become a little more awakened, you start to realize, I need my time. I need to spend some time for myself. I mean, I'm a cheerful giver. You give out a whole lot all the time, but you have to have time for yourself too. For so long, they probably told you, don't worry about yourself. Don't take care of yourself. If I don't take care of myself, then my health gonna decline. If I don't give back to myself, then I'm gonna be in poverty. You know, I'm gonna lack. So you don't wanna lack. You don't wanna lack anything, so you have to focus on yourself. See, this is another big secret that a lot of people do not understand. You have to focus on yourself. It's not being selfish, it's not being cocky, it's not being greedy or nothing like that. It's being smart, it's being intelligent. You have to focus on yourself. This is how you become oneness with God. The people who are so-called gifted, talented, you know, they seem to have soul. They seem to have a spark about them, you know, a light in them. These are the people who are more in tune with their soul. To get in tune with your soul, your spirit, self, you have to do weird things sometimes, like talk to yourself. That's what prayer is all about. You know, we've been brought into this notion that we have to bow down and get on our knees, like, and pray and in front of our bed. Oh my God, we have to sit in the closet and close the door and light a candle and make sure the candle is in between our legs and hum and do all kind of stuff in order to pray to God or the universe. Superstitions, mythology, traditions, religion. All this stuff has to be deleted at your mind. It has to be deleted at your mind. You have to get rid of it. If you want to be one with God, you have to be open to everything and not take everything out here seriously. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be able to listen to people's stories without being persuaded by their stories. I mean, you can feel for people, but that doesn't have to change your mindset. You can go into a store and, you know, let a salesperson talk you into buying something, but that doesn't mean that every salesperson that you meet have to talk you into buying something. You can go to church on a Sunday and listen to what the pastor has to say, but just because you don't understand the message does not mean you're going to hell. Just because the pastor tell you that you have a chance of going to hell, you don't have a chance of going to hell. The world is built on belief systems. Understand what I'm saying? Belief systems, thought patterns, creation. All the objects that we see in our reality are created from somebody's mind. If it's except for nature. One thing is not created for somebody's mind is nature and animals. Everything else is created by man's very own mind of what he believes. First it was not here. Stop signs, street lights, tires in your cars, automobiles. And the truth is, thoughts create things. See what I'm saying? And these things were created by the power of God that's within each and every last one of us. So you have to be in tune with yourself. You have to get to know yourself in order to become oneness with God. Me, man, I talk, I laugh, I giggle. I talk to myself in the mirror all the time. I'm a freaking comic. I do all kind of things. I do all kind of skits and stuff with myself, and I tickle myself. Like I really am so in love with myself. You know, not to the point that I love myself more than I love anybody else, because I don't love myself more than I love anybody else. You understand what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's a difference in understanding. about how to love yourself. You have to be humble at the same time while you love yourself. If you want to become oneness with God, and last but not least, now that you're not in the race mind anymore and you're becoming oneness with God, you have to get out of the literal meanings of who God is and what you've read in your biblical Bible or your Quran, Torah, whatever. You have to get out of the sense of this power being outside of you, like somewhere on a cloud, somewhere far off. It's not true. The power that you're reading about exists within you because it created you and gave you the breath of life. It's here. You are God, having a human experience. You just have to wake up to the godliness within you, the godliness that created you, the godliness that you are as a being, and realize that I can do all things through this godliness that I am made of, without thinking in my race mind, without thinking in my human mind. And then you'll become oneness with God, and then you'll realize that everything in your reality is a part of your existence, and it's here. Everything is around you for your very own benefit. Friends, teachers like me, your furniture, every single thing in your reality exists for the benefit of you, not to bring you down. Nothing is in your life to make you a failure at all. That's what you have to open your eyes to. That's when you become oneness with God, when you see the beauty in everything. And just knowing that, you'll walk around every day with a smile on your face, because there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to be mad at. Everything is always going right at all times. This is God. This is who God really is. And God is always working, even right now. It's perfect. Everything is perfect right now. But you just have to awaken to the fact that it truly is perfect. To become oneness with God. Hope this message resonated with you. I'm Trenius of the infamous Living Room Network. Speak up, let your voice be heard with a nice comment below. Press like if this video resonated with you. In the meantime, I'll see you in the next 24 hours. Peace.